How the heck did I actually make something edible? I don't know. This recipe has set some high standards. Hi guys, I'm Oksana and welcome back to my channel. And this week's video, which is another trying to cook something without burning this kitchen down and trying to make something edible. So if you guys don't know what my TKT series is all about, it's basically the series where I'm trying to become a better chef by the end of 2023. So one day, hopefully before 2023 ends, I can challenge Gordon Ramsay. I'm learning quite fast, so he should be scared because I'm gonna take his title soon. You'll see. But maybe first I should probably learn how to do something edible. But you know, we have a whole year to kind of figure how to do that. We'll figure it out someday, soon-ish, I guess. Let's stop the rambling and let's get to today's recipe that I've chosen, which is something called in English King's Cake, but in Spanish it's known as Roscón de Reyes, and it's eaten during the Three Wise Men Day that's celebrated in Spain. Tomorrow is technically the day that we eat this, so I'm making it today so I can do it tomorrow so we can eat it tomorrow. Does that make sense? I'm gonna make it vegan, of course. Not only in honor of veganery, but also because I do eat plant-based for almost 4 years now. So we've gathered the ingredients already. So now let's start making the recipe. Hopefully it turns out edible. And this is gonna take a long time because we're gonna have to let the yeast rise overnight in the fridge. It's gonna be a 2-day project. We're stepping it up already, despite us having failed the last one. I don't even know what I did last time. Was it a cake? Was it a cookie? Was it a new monster? Yeah, I'm gonna call it a cookie because that's technically what it was. But I did try to do it again and it turned out better. I don't know why. Let's just get started because it's quite late. Why am I still talking? I don't know. But for this recipe, you're gonna need actually not a lot of ingredients. We're gonna need yeast, of course, milk. I don't have milk. I have milk powder. So hopefully we can use this. Otherwise, this recipe is already a disaster from the start. One day, again, I'm gonna have all the ingredients. Next is sugar. I'm using coconut sugar. Then we need extra virgin olive oil, of course. And of course, flour. We also need cinnamon stick, star anise. We need an orange so we can take the peel. And it's also gonna be used as a topping with the kiwi. You can do dry fruit. I just don't like dry fruit, but normally you would put dry fruit. So let's just get started. I'm gonna put you guys a bit down so you can see what I do. So let's change a bit of the setup. Oh, I hope you can see this now. The first thing we need to do is make the milk. I have milk powder, so I have to do this step. Okay, so if I did the math right, we need 12 grams and then 210 milliliters of water. I hope you can boil this, otherwise we are screwed. Now we need to add the water and put 210. Put a bit too much, but I think it's gonna be fine. And now we're gonna mix. I think this is fine. Once we boil it, it's probably gonna get better, I think. Set that aside. And now what we need is to cut a bit of its zest. Okay, I almost cut myself. The one thing I said that never happens when I cook might happen. Like, this is why my family doesn't trust me in the kitchen, because I always do the most dumb things. That's good enough. And then we need this and this. So now we're gonna go to the stove and boil the milk. Put that with this, and then we put this. And now we're gonna boil it. Let's move to the stove. Ta-ta. And I'm not really preparing the other ingredients while this is boiling because we have to let the milk rest for 30 minutes. And I think that's plenty of time. Can you boil faster? Because if I have to wait 30 minutes after you boil, that means I'm gonna finish doing this recipe at 8 o'clock. I'm bored already. I hope I don't burn water and milk powder. That's next level. How do I know when it's boiling? Is it because it starts bubbling? Oh shit. Is that because it's boiling? It's good that we did a bit more because some of it is gonna evaporate because it is water. So we kind of might have made a smart mistake for once. I think that's boiling. And then now you're gonna cool that. Let's put a 30-minute timer. Let's mix the other ingredients. And for this we need a big bowl. So this is the biggest bowl I have. In it we're gonna put first 400 grams of I was about to say oat flour, but no, this is just regular flour. Perfect, 400. Now we need to do a little hole in the middle. And now we need a little yeast packet. And this is 50 grams and we need 25 grams. Let's open it. I love crumbling these things. I know I'm weird, okay? Let me be. So now we're just gonna crumble you. Oh, it smells so good.
Get some help.
Now we have to add the sugar. 40 grams of sugar. And now we need the milk. And only 10 minutes have passed. Let's see how warm the milk is, and maybe we can put it already. I'm gonna go check. I think we let it rest for like 9 more minutes. It's gonna be fine. Let's just wait, I guess. We're gonna measure the other ingredients. Okay, so we need to measure the oil. We need 30 milliliters of olive oil. Come on, give me everything you got. Not enough, not enough. In a good Spanish household, you always have more olive oil, just in case. That's measured. So now we just have to wait. Great. This is the most fun part of cooking. I hate this part. In the meantime, I'm actually just gonna read because there's nothing else I can really do. Not the most comfortable place, but whatever. So what we need to do is first I'm gonna take the little things out. Now comes the fun part, I think. So what we're gonna put is the milk in the center. We have to let it rest for 10 minutes. So as you can see, it's starting to bubble, and that's what we want. That's kind of cool, actually. What I'm gonna do is wash some stuff so we don't have to do that at the end, and we are saving time. Sad news, guys. I just discovered that me filming everything that I mix together, the whole footage didn't film.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine.
Apparently the storage in my phone was full, so it stopped recording. That's great, so you guys didn't see me doing this. But I'm gonna try and do this again, and I'm gonna put a clip right here. Basically, I just put the olive oil and the salt, and I just mix. And then I did the fun part of kneading the dough, and now we have a little baby right here resting in this container. Let me try to open it. I can't even open this now. I'm gonna break this. This is... Okay, we did it. But this is a little baby. Look how cute it is. Yeah, now we're gonna let it sleep tight for 8 hours as a minimum. And we're using a container instead of like the other bowl with a towel because we seal in the moisture. And I've been reading a lot about yeast the whole day. I was trying to find a method that could make this quicker, but that cannot be done. Anyways, let me put it on the fridge quickly. But that was so much fun, like kneading the bread. I love doing that. I don't know, guys, should I make more bread kind of videos? Because I made less of a mess and I didn't use a lot of ingredients, so there's less to clean up. I mean, maybe my calling is bread making and doing pastries instead of baking cakes and muffins. So let me know, guys, should the next TKT then be about me making sourdough? Oh, you know what, I should make like croissants, like professional croissants or macaroons. That's next level. I think that could be fun. Yeah, now we're just gonna clean the mat and hopefully this is recording. Let's clean the kitchen, which is the favorite part of everyone that does any type of cooking. It's next morning, same outfit, I know, but our baby has risen quite a lot actually. And now it's time to decorate and put in the oven and bake and actually seeing if it actually worked. So we need flour to cover the kitchen counter, and then we need to knead the dough for 5 minutes and then form it into a ginormous bagel. Let's switch the setup. Okay, let's start. Put this aside and open this. Oh, it smells so good. How do you take this off?
I'm confused!
Ooh. And now we need. Now we have to have a baking rack and then form it into the bagel. And we're gonna use this. So now we have to form this into a bagel. The tip here is to actually make the hole bigger than you think you need because it's gonna expand. That means the hole is gonna become smaller. It's looking good. We're just gonna do this. Ooh. We're just having fun. And now we need something very important. We have two different kinds of beans, and the game consists of you hide them like inside the cake, and the one that gets the white bean, usually it's like a mini figurine, but I don't have that. Anyways, the one that gets the white bean, they get a present. The one that gets the black bean, they have to bake this the next year. So that's kind of the game, which is very fun and I haven't played in a long time. And for that we need to use a bit of this paper and wrap it around. I forgot the name of this, so we're gonna put this one and the other one we're gonna put here. We're gonna let it rest for 20 minutes while we cut our toppings. We also put dates and raisins. Ugh, I hate raisins. Devil food. Let's try not to cut ourselves. I think that would be great if we could go one video without making a mess. Please don't cut my face. I still want to have a face once I finish this, please. Yeah. That was a close one. I actually was so excited to finish this that I think I barely stepped. Let's see how we do this. I scared you, I know. But now my fingers are fine, don't worry. How did flour get that? I don't know, toppings are always the best part because that's where you experiment with it and then you can make it your own. This is gonna turn out good, I think. I'm being very hopeful. At this point, I just wanna make one recipe right. That's all I'm asking. It's the first recipe of the year. Expectations are very high. I think that's fine. Also, I forgot to say, but you have to preheat the oven at 180 degrees. That's why I just did, because I forgot.
And
I still don't know how flour got there. Okay, so we still have to wait 10 more minutes. So we're gonna prepare another of the toppings, which is almonds. But you know, this is the fun part. It's supposed to be relaxing, right? You could also buy the ones that are already cut. I think that's easier. We did have some, but I ate them all. So now it's manual labor we have to do because I can't stop eating that. Somehow this recipe is working in my favor because I have not cut myself yet. Oh, God damn it, they're going all over the place. I just realized that we have some pistachios and I know you also put pistachios on top. Oh, hi, baby. Now it's time to decorate. Let's bring our toppings. Let's start with the nice pieces. One kiwi here. Making it fancy now, because if at least we make it pretty, then people will want to eat it. And now the orange pieces. This is turning out nice. I'm happy. I should make more bread. But now let's put our mix of nuts. Make it great nuts. And now this is supposed to go in the oven for 30 minutes and then it should be ready after you let it cool, of course, right? That's part of baking. Waiting. If I could skip that step, I would all the time. Let's put this in the oven. Show way. Bye-bye, baby. Love you. Now that's in the oven, we need to clean this mess. I mean, this one is gonna be easy to clean. And we have some fruit to eat while we wait for our cake. See you guys in 30 minutes when I have the cake ready. Super I'm so happy. Now we need a close-up. And now this has to cool for a few minutes.
3 hours later.
So now we're gonna play the game with my family. It's quite late. But this is the vegan king's cake and it actually turned out to be good. Right, each of you have to cut the cake and then see what you get. You can start. Did you get anything? Maybe, I don't know. You want that size? Maybe he got it. Maybe he didn't. You can eat more after. Now my turn. I'm gonna cut this size. This one or this one? How much? This is for my brother. Maybe he got it, maybe he didn't. Now let's enjoy the cake. Eee, I'm so excited.
Mira, porque está como en...
¿Me tocó?
No. ¡Me tocó la blanca! ¡No! ¿Por qué? Ese... ¿Qué bonito? Baby steps. Poco a poco consigue un...
Baby steps, that's my
clue. I think you know why it was the milk. Maybe if I use a different milk. If you use soya milk, normally that's higher in protein and the protein helps the yeast.
I just don't want it yet.
But they put it on top of the drizzle from my protein.
exactamente lo mismo.
Alessandra got it! You have to take it out. Take it out. Take it out.
Porque ese es el juego.
Oh. Anyways, guys, that was the video of me trying to make a typical Spanish holiday dish, it actually turned out very good. Like, I'm very surprised. My family actually really enjoyed it. The game was super fun to play. I didn't even get the bean where I had to buy the gift, let alone the one where I got the gift. That was my sister that got it. And then my brother got the one to buy the presents. That was a success. For once, we can only go upward from here. You know, this king's cake ticked all my boxes. It was edible for my family. I didn't really break anything in the kitchen. It was very simple. The only downside is that it took me technically 2 days to make because I had to wait overnight. There was a part of the video which somehow didn't record. Yeah, so I had to do it again. The second time around turned out much better actually. This truly shows that baby steps do actually work. We're getting one step closer to challenging Gordon Ramsay this year. What is my final verdict? Well, my family scored this 70% out of 100. I would give it, personally, 4 out of 5 stars. Some of the complaints were that it was not sweet enough, but that's because I didn't put like a caramel drizzle on top that they normally put on this type of cakes. But my family decided to enjoy it with some jam, and that seemed to work well. Let me know what other recipes you want me to try. I would love to try some recipes from other countries and try to veganize them, like I did with this one, which was something I hadn't enjoyed in a long time. It literally brought me back to childhood. But let me know what recipes from your country I can veganize, or some childhood recipes, especially during this month of veganuary, so you can try some plant-based recipes. If you want to see more of how I progress in the kitchen this year, and also the more likes this video gets, the more probability we have that Gordon Ramsay notices this vlog. Last but not least, don't forget to subscribe if you're not subscribed yet, and also hit the little notification bell so you get notified when I upload every week. Anyways guys, remember to take care of yourself, have a lovely day, evening or night whenever you're watching this, and I'll see you all next time. Bye bye!